Hello there, internet user 4224 that should probably be doing something much better with their time right now. I'm just here to honestly say to you right now that I'm not happy that you're here, and I'm quite honestly just a little bit disappointed. Like, seriously, you need to be doing something better with your time. Like, you could be doing a whole plethora of things, and you decided to click on this YouTube video. Well, you can't go now. You may as well stay. And today I am here to convey some information which is only going to make things a little bit worse because, yes, the pink sauce, it went to the stores, and unlike your father, it has finally returned. Because, yes, in the last week, people have been bringing it back like it's July 2022. The pink sauce, once again, is trending on the internet. It's absolutely everywhere, and your favorite familiar faces are speaking about it once again. And I think the big question is why do you care? And why are we here? But another question we can ask is, well, why is it trending again? Did somebody go to hospital because of pink sauce? Did Vladimir Putin invest in the pink sauce to make it a biochemical weapon to use against the West? Or did Chef P actually come out and respond to the criticism in a really good way, a really wonderful way where nobody was mad and everybody was really happy, and we said, you know what, I am going to shove this lovely stuff in my mouth. It's never a sentence you want a YouTuber to ever say, really. Now, the Vladimir Putin one, I can't really prove, and to be honest with you, even with the hospitalizations, I can't actually prove that. There were a lot of allegations about this pink sauce. People were saying that it's pretty much just ruined their lives, sent them into crippling debt, and just in general, it wasn't really a nice product. Now, honestly, I made multiple videos, as I've said, about this topic. I said that, yes, this sauce, it's a bit janky, it's not the best product on planet Earth, but I also thought there was a lot of misinformation out there, and I did kind of feel a little bit bad for Chef P, but then Chef P kept coming out with all of her responses and pretty much digging her own grave, pretty much making the situation a billion times worse than it needed to be, because as I've said 50,000 times at this point, lads, it's pink sauce. It's not really meant to be that much of a problem, but for some reason I feel like this is one of the most spoken about topics on the internet in the last 2 years. Why? I don't know. Maybe we should be doing something better with our time. But my friend, if you're not going to do anything better with your time because you're a low life like me, you may as well subscribe. Because you're probably not subscribed right now because, as you may know, 50% of all users on this platform so happen to not be subscribed to every single YouTube channel. Because yeah, my name is Fraser and welcome back to ADHD Central, where we do jump cuts every 15 seconds so your mentally ill brain can actually keep up with this video and honestly not lose focus. Please, for the love of God, stop using TikTok and just start watching my YouTube videos. You guys are getting progressively more mentally ill and your attention spans are just I don't even think they can be called attention spans anymore. Because you guys don't ever pay attention. You are all mental. But yeah, subscribe and also like this video because you guys slack on the likes. Please. This video is going to be like, if you expect me to be very serious about pink sauce, I'm sorry, Chiefs. It's not happening. But yes, the main reason this TikTok pink sauce is once again trending on this godforsaken platform is because, yes, the content creator, the pink sauce creator, Chef P, did a little interview. An interview which honestly, well, it didn't go really to plan. And as you can see, it no longer exists on the internet, which is a problem for me because all the other guys got to this first and they made their videos and they've got to react to it before the creator of it thought, you know what, lads, I don't think this is going to go down too well. He got a lot of dislikes, got a lot of comments saying, mate, this is fucking shit. And I thought to myself, well, I may as well speak about this. But as I said, once again, iNabber Television is late to the party. So what I'm going to do today isn't just going to cover all the recent stuff, but I'm also going to cover what's happened since July 2022 and October 2022. Am I still depressed and extremely hungry? Yeah, but also the pink sauce has actually made movements since July 2022. So my friends, just like the American government will most likely say to us in the next few years, strap yourself in, let's get into some biochemical warfare. The viral pink sauce may be in stores and restaurants by Christmas. So my friends, if you want to potentially fucking kill a family member, be sure to shove this in their Christmas stocking this year. Can I actually advise that on this website? It's a joke. But yes, pink sauce, it's coming and it's coming hard. It's coming to the stores pretty much, and I spoke about this in a previous video briefly about a bloke called Dave Gourmet. Dave, he's coming along and he saved the day. Now, who is Dave Gourmet? Basically, he's a bloke that knows sauce. This guy has been in the sauce industry, because this is an industry, People take a lot of care into sauce, and I'm honestly not sure why I'm saying this in a sarcastic tone. Sauce is a very vital part to life, and the fact that pink sauce exists is a potential threat to the sauce ecosystem, which ultimately is a threat to all of us. Hence, I'm dabbling it as biochemical warfare. Now, will this sauce be used in a future war to come? Possibly. If the hospitalization allegations are true, who knows? But alas, Dave Gourmet, he came out and he was like, you know what, I'm taking this product. I'm basically going to attempt to make the pink sauce a lovely FDA-approved, safe product. Because as we all know, the pink sauce lady, Chef P, she wasn't too sure on what the FDA actually is. But as I said, my friends, this is no longer an issue because somebody from the actual industry, Dave Gourmet, has come in. And as much as I can make jokes, yeah, this is a perfectly good thing. I'm glad Chef P is working with professionals that actually understand the food industry. And, you know, I was thinking this could be a good move. Hopefully from here, there's going to be no more PR disasters, and hopefully Chef P will pretty much just absolutely not get into any trouble whatsoever. But as we know, it didn't go to plan. And I don't know why. Because I have to say it again, it's just pink sauce. And how much damage can pink sauce truly do to society? I mean, clearly quite a lot. And honestly, I'm not shocked when you've got lamb sauce and pink sauce.
Stop right there.
Now, the one problem I have with this video is I actually can't see any pink sauce. If anything, I can see fumes, and maybe it's pesticide. Maybe that's the one thing to actually stop the pink sauce from killing you. Maybe allegedly, I have to say again, maybe there is pink sauce here, maybe it's pesticide. I'm not really too sure, but honestly, the idea of putting pink sauce on lamb chops is probably one of the more terrible things we've ever done as a society. We've created a lot of bad things. Nuclear warfare, not really a good thing. Don't know why I keep mentioning it in this video. Probably going to get demonetized. Please like this video so it actually does well in the algorithm. You guys sometimes do slack on the likes, so let's, hit the like button right now, because like this video if you don't like nuclear war. Sorry, I have been recording one too many podcasts with my co-host Aiden, and I'm just got the sillies. Yeah, pink sauce on lamb chops. Why? But yes, my friends, as I said, the pink sauce is now being marketed around the United States of America, and to be honest with you, I'm not really shocked. It's the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. If they could market nuclear bombs, they probably would. I spoke about this in a previous video about a certain bloke who actually is part of the industry stepping in and actually taking charge and making the pink sauce become a safe and profitable franchise thing. It's pink sauce at the end of the day. I don't really know what it can really do. Can it do Wingardium Leviosa? Let's find out. Based on the amount we've spoken about this, you'd well hope so. But yes, TikTok pink sauce is becoming safe now, I guess. That's the whole goal of what's happening in the next few months, or has been happening in the last few months. And it's genuinely quite amazing to me, because this kind of does indicate that they are now just admitting it, pretty much inadvertently saying, you know what, yeah, it was pretty wasn't it? But now I know a lot of people have already bought it and ate it, but now we're going to, finally make it actually not a biochemical weapon to maybe use against the West. David Newman, the president of Dave Gourmet, says that the company is staying on top of trends, and they've basically seen the pink sauce as this trend that I guess that they can take advantage of. But they did make he made a very weird claim of where he said that it was saddening that he saw the viciousness behind some of the comments basically made about the pink sauce. And honestly, jokes aside, I'm not really sure anybody was particularly being vicious. I think it was just more, hey, I don't want to spend $30 on getting nuclear waste in my mail, because to be honest with you, when I get my ASOS packages through, I don't want pink sauce to be burning through it, corroding into my fridge or something. I don't know why I'd put ASOS packages in the fridge, but I basically just don't want nuclear waste coming to my door. And that's not really me being vicious. That's just me saying I don't want my dog to eat that and die. Now again, I'm not saying that's actually happened, but obviously you can't deny, despite all the lies and stuff out there, a lot of people did have bad experiences with the pink sauce. Not like it did something terrible to them, I don't know, touch them in, well, I don't know what I'm saying. It's basically, the pink sauce, people didn't really like it, and understandable. It's pretty understandable.
Fascinating. This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Chef P, we're currently in a cost of living crisis. People out there are starving. There are children out there that cannot afford to eat. They are starving every single day. And I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say. I'm not going to say you could give the pork chops to the kid. Mate, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't even think those starving kids would eat this shit. But yeah, pink sauce is coming, and it of course leads us to the question of time. Do we as human beings have far too much time on our hands where I myself can make 4 YouTube videos speaking about pink sauce, and you individuals will watch those videos more than any other video that I make, especially the more important ones, which for some reason get less views than this? Probably because you don't all want to hear about predatory behavior. Actually, when I say it like that, it's quite understandable. But yes, that isn't the question of time. I do have to say, that was just things lingering in my mind, intrusive thoughts, if you know what I mean. The main question being, is the pink sauce FDA approved yet? Because more articles came out saying viral pink sauce set to hit grocery store shelves leaves internet unconvinced. I mean, what left you unconvinced? Was it the exploding bottles? Was it the people dying? Again, that didn't happen, but it's funny to kind of say it happened. But you do, when you say funny things, have to say those funny things aren't true. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not going to pretend that they are true. And as you can probably tell, yes, indeed, I absolutely hate TikTok. But that hatred doesn't change the fact that I've got like 7 hours daily activity on the app. Yes, I am severely mentally ill. What are you going to do about it? And basically the answer to this is it's still kind of unknown, as kind of mad as that is, in July 2022, when it was such a big topic. I think the whole FDA thing surrounding the pink sauce was like, you know, people kind of wanted to know, is this thing going to, you know, like kill my kids? If so, hand me some stuff over. No, killing kids is bad. But people wanted to know, is the pink sauce going to wipe out multiple human beings? And to this day, we still aren't really too sure, but Dave Gourmet has himself basically confirmed that they are going to make it FDA approved. And given that it's coming to stores, it's probably going to be confirmed as it's sometime soon. I don't really know how the FDA works, to be honest with you. Quite like Chef P, I have absolutely no fucking clue about food production, but I don't claim to be selling pink sauce anytime soon. But yeah, pink sauce, it's probably going to be FDA approved, but at this point of time, we still don't I can't speak English. We still don't really know. But yeah, this pretty much does fill in the timeline between July 2022 and October 2022. Yes, the pink sauce is coming to a store near you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it, just like there's nothing you can do about your father not coming home. But yes, this moves us on to the weekly drama of the recent stuff, of where everybody else has covered it, and I've completely missed it because I'm very lazy, of where, just like every other influencer and controversy, Chef P took the mandate of pretty much being a idiot. Sorry, that might have been a bit mean. But Chef P pretty much came out and responded to criticism in the worst way possible. She went on a talk show. Now, lads, I'm just going to give some advice. If you're in a little predicament, don't go on a talk show. Just don't bother. Whether it's Ellen, whether it's Jimmy Kimmel, both of them are annoying as each other. Just don't do it. Whether it's this random dude who I've never heard of before, just don't do it. If you're in controversy, just say, well, if you are in the wrong, I hold my hands up, we're getting it sorted. And I did originally think that's what Chef P was doing, but the other times, you know, she basically called everyone bullies for criticizing her. But yeah, I thought Chef P was doing well up until this point, but no, she went on a talk show, which, as I said, has now been deleted because of backlash, and it really did not go down with the world too well. So yeah, let's quickly take a look at that. And also, we are going to cover a few more things after this, just so I can make this content as original as possible.
All right, everyone, please welcome Allie to the show. Hi. How are you? Can I have a hug? Nice to meet you. Take a seat. All right, so this is the first time you two have ever met each other, right?
Correct.
Okay, then. And you're both influencers, obviously, on TikTok. Now, before we go any further, I do have to ask this, Allie, because my producers did tell me that the reason that we had to separate the couches is because you didn't feel comfortable in sitting next to Chef P.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't met her yet.
So yes, my friends, unlike KSI and Logan Paul, we have an actual interesting YouTube boxing match. Instead, this isn't really them boxing, it's just more them being incredibly awkward with each other. Although, during this interview, there definitely is physical contact that does actually make me incredibly uncomfortable, because it was just very, very, very weird to see, and made me think, wow, this person right here is a very, very bad businesswoman. Because basically, throughout this entire interview, Chef P pretty much just exposed herself for just being somebody that outright cannot take criticism, and not on like an extent of like, oh, you know, nobody likes being criticized. It's like, no. She does not want to hear anything. And in fact, there was some beauty to this interview because it was like a new take on capitalism. Because in the modern era of companies getting something wrong, they usually are overly apologetic to a point of where it feels a little bit fake. But in this interview, Chef P's like, no, mate, I didn't even say I was sorry. In fact, I'm not sorry. You're in the fucking wrong here. Well, she didn't directly say that, but it very much comes off like that. And that starts off, of course, with the harassment allegations.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't met her yet. And just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me uncomfortable because I never set out to harass anybody.
Now, for one, what Alert Beauty did was not harassment. It was simply criticizing somebody over the internet. Oh no, somebody said something about my fucking chemical nuclear weapon pink sauce. Who cares? You're probably still making plenty of money off it. You're lucky you didn't get a lawsuit or something, given how bad the production of it all was. I mean, your production was so bad that somebody else had to step in. Like the fucking big boy and his big boy industry fucking pants on came in and was like, you know what, mate, I'm just going to take over here because this is just a complete mess. That is how bad you are at this. Yet you have taken this to a TV show to still prove to everybody that after everything, you still cannot take criticism. Which is just hilarious, because throughout this entire video, I've said, why do people care? And I think we finally gotten our answer. People do just love to see a complete and utter dumpster fire, and that's what we've got here with Chef P. This is truly another wonderful case of an influencer with an inflated ego, having that ego bashed about 1,000,000 times, and they just simply cannot handle it. But to be fair, there is actually one point made in this interview, which I originally heard and was like, you know what? Maybe Chef P's got a little bit of a point here, so I'm just going to play it right now.
Delusional to say something like that.
So tell me, from your perspective, she says that she didn't harass you.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
Okay, so firstly, this is like a very awkward thing. Like, I definitely would not want to be in that room, mainly because I don't want to be anywhere near pink sauce. I value my my human life for now. For now, I don't know why I said for now. That's a bit worrying, but you know, I worry. I value my life, and I would not want to be anywhere near in the vicinity of pink sauce. But I do think that this is actually not a bad point when you hear it at face value. Like, yes, if you stick your finger into something and send it off to a laboratory, the instant thought is going to be, well, isn't that going to be contaminated? And that's exactly what I thought. But then I found out, unlike the pink sauce, this person actually shipped off their pink sauce, was in safe packaging, didn't fucking explode, and also seemingly did not get contaminated, because they had an interview with a Tozy recently where they basically came out and exposed Chef P even further and said that yes, whilst that would be an issue, it really wasn't. But to be honest with you, the one thing I don't get about this is why does it matter? Like, does this sound a bit weird? I don't understand why Chef P thought it was a good idea to go on a talk show and expose this person for sticking their finger into pink sauce. I mean, is it really that bad that human contamination happened on pink sauce? Because if it is that bad, I'm actually quite concerned that this product is widely available on the market, because I think that human touch on food shouldn't really do much change to it. But it seems that that's actually the case. So now I'm starting to think, what's in this stuff? And can it be released to the public? Because I don't think it should be.
Yeah, I did stick my finger in it, but I know other than that, like, my hands are clean. I wash my hands 24/7. Other than that, like, I don't have like guilt per se, because I know that I did things in the best possible way because I wanted to know. So like, I packaged it up the right way, sent in dry ice, did all that, kept in contact with the lab every day. All I know for sure is that the expiration date, that's something that I can speak about, is that the expiration date obviously wasn't correct because it said a month from when I got it, and it had originally shipped, I think the 15th of July is when it shipped, and I didn't get it till maybe the 22nd.
Now, despite all of this, even if this person did just, you know, shove their finger into the pink sauce and they also just fucking threw it into a raw mail delivery van and it just exploded everywhere, I don't think that's really that much of an issue, because it's actually quite funny to me that Chef P is like, oh, I didn't really like the I don't know why I'm saying it in a Phil Mitchell accent. She is definitely not from East London, but she's saying, I don't like how you delivered this product, how you shipped it off. I don't like that it was like in a contaminated state. It's like, that's really funny. Because that's all of our issues, Chef P. We don't like the state of how you shipped your product, and that's where the criticism is coming from. But you are now criticizing somebody who is also doing that with your product. It's quite ironic, and it says to me, you understand what the issues are, but you don't want to accept them because you have a massive ego, and you're not willing just to at least just take one thing on the chin and just be like, you know what, boys, I messed up. And it is quite weird because over the last few months, she has seemingly done that, but now she's completely retracted on that, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it, like the label. You know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off.
This is just fucking childish. Like, there's nothing more I can really say than you just need to grow up. Like, you are trying to present yourself as a respectable businesswoman, but this is how you act yourself. Like, this is just bad. Like, there's nothing more I can really say than holy shit. I didn't really think it could get this embarrassing. Again, going back to the whole why do people care thing, I mean, the dumpster fire is no longer a fucking dumpster fire. This is becoming the Great Fire of London. Or the Great Fire of Pink Sauce. I mean, either way, both are pretty flammable, to be honest with you, allegedly. But my friends, one day we are going to actually ask the question, when are we just going to make YouTuber merch illegal? Like, seriously, I know I'm a YouTuber and it could be a possible revenue stream, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of worried that one day in my sleep I might just release blue sauce or something, or even white sauce. No, I'm definitely not releasing what. Either way, we need to ban YouTuber merch because it's just never a good thing. It's never a good thing. I don't think there's actually been a story in the last 2 years where a YouTuber has released some form of merchandise where somebody hasn't died. Allegedly, again, I have to reiterate that. Look, it's just funny to think that people are dying from YouTuber merch, right? Allow me to have my laughs. But then, my friends, shock horror, things continue to get worse and worse because while Chef P is accusing this person of harassment, they then accuse them of fabricating pretty much, I guess, the evidence, which is just fucking hilarious because it's like, she didn't deliver the pink sauce to herself. She didn't deliver the sauce in a bad state. Chef P, you did that.
So I understand, like, if it does have dairy in it, you see all these concerns. You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right as a business owner, when you create a product, that's your pride and joy. You send it off to someone, they don't like it. You're like, oh my gosh, like that's my pride and joy. Let me fix it.
So you weren't contacted by
No,
Chef P?
and the thing is, if you knew I had a problem with it, you could have contacted me and I could have turned around. And I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted me.
So you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you didn't contact me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
But nothing was fabricated.
I really don't understand how the argument of fabrication can even come up here because Chef P, for one, you've been addressing the horrible situation with your sauce for the last 4 months. But not only that, you made videos about it, which I've covered in my videos, which I think you've also now deleted. But also, to make it even worse, as I said throughout this entire thing, and the reason I brought it up in the beginning of this video, is you literally had to get somebody from the industry themselves to come in and say, you know what, this is a complete utter mess, we're going to take over from here. And I actually feel bad for those people because they clearly saw a profitable venture, but that profitable venture is just getting lower and lower and lower in terms of expectation because nobody is going to buy this product in the future because you are only going to make the reputation of it somehow even worse with interviews like this. I genuinely don't understand how anybody thought this would be a good idea, and as you can hear, the audience are pretty much on Chef P's side, and even the host is on Chef P's side, which we haven't really gotten into yet. But trust me, this shit just gets worse and worse, as I keep saying. And you may be thinking, can you not give any better critical commentary than that? Honestly, no, I literally can't, because that's all I can really say.
You're not special, okay? So,
you know the one thing I hate about American TV shows? You've always got a crowd clapping. Why do you need clapping constantly? Just be quiet. You don't need it. Guys, just relax. You don't need to clap every little thing. And you know what it is? You know they've got a little board which you can't see where it's like, clap now. I don't want to. What if I simply say no? And I think that's what Americans need to learn. You can say no. Look at me, the first YouTuber in existence, understanding the rules of consent.
why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet.
You know, I genuinely do admire the fact that she isn't really holding back here. She's not like, oh no, we're sorry. Is that no, we are not sorry. In fact, you're the problem here. It's like, it's genuinely quite revolutionary. Like, this take on capitalism is actually going to inspire all the other corporations out there to be absolutely horrific to people. Because as I said earlier, usually when a corporation messes up, they're like, we're going to rectify it, we're going to fix it and change it. They probably won't, but at least they pretend to care. But here, it's like, nope, I actually don't give a shit, and you're in the wrong here. And it very much does just seem that in this situation, the blame game is being put on the customer, because that's what this is here. You've got Chef P taking on somebody that consumed their product, didn't like the product, rightly criticized the product, and Chef P is upset that that person did that. So I think we can take this person right here as a representation of everybody that's bought or consumed the pink sauce, if they're still living, again, allegedly. But yeah, it's quite interesting that she's doing this, and she only continues to blame the customer even more.
I could have, taken down the video and done my testing and kept it to myself, which I did.
No, you could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? I see what you're doing, it's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there? Versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood.
I don't really understand why somebody who had a bad experience with a product should have to be the person to go out and like reach out to this person on all forms of platforms. Like, if you get a bad product, you have the complete right to go out and be like, this product is absolutely wank. Like, mate, if I'm buying a video game and that video game is absolutely horrific, I'm gonna say that video game is wank. But I'm not gonna go and reach out to EA Sports and say, you know what, mate, FIFA 23 is absolutely shit, because they know it's absolutely shit. And Chef P knew that the internet absolutely despised this product, so why would Chef P respond to some random influencer criticizing it just like all the other influencers? I really do doubt that Chef P would have actually responded, but even if she did, it doesn't mean that this person has the responsibility to reach out to Chef P. She's bought the product, and even if she hadn't bought the product, she's got the full right to criticize something. I mean, isn't this what Americans are always banging on about? Freedom of speech and stuff. It's like, you can say what you want as long as you're not actually doing anything actively harmful. And to me, all this person has said is, yeah, pink sauce, not really that good. In fact, I think this person has actually been quite nice, and throughout this interview, Chef P clearly acknowledges that and very much takes advantage of that and goes to a point of where it's just like, Jesus Christ, you're just not very nice.
You could have contacted me directly, can
you receive that?
Yeah, and
you keep saying that I should have reached out to you, but and also, and I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this. When I said that you're not special, I meant that as you're not special as far as someone trying to hurt me. So I didn't take it as a direct insult, because I know the industry, and I know how people use different topics to build their platforms.
I can't actually explain to you how fucking embarrassing this is. Like, my God, you're on national television trying to convince us all to I don't know, respect you, feel bad for you, to, I don't know, accept an apology, even though there isn't an apology. I don't know what this is. Is this just a stunt for you to make us think that you're an even bigger dickhead than we thought before? Because to be honest with you, I said I felt bad for you earlier. Now I just think you're a bellend. I have no sympathy or empathy for you. I just think, wow, I am truly fucking shocked at how bad you are at just being an influencer or just marketing a product. I feel bad for the people that have taken this product as like a business venture which they were hoping they could recover, but no, I don't think that's possible. And if Dave Gourmet, if you're watching this for some reason, hello Big Dave, hope you're doing well. But basically, my advice to you would be is scrap this, probably go make some own pink sauce of yourself, because I really don't think it's worth fucking with Chef P's business ventures anymore, because this is the result of it. Just somebody being extremely uncomfortable, clearly trying to intimidate a customer who simply was unsatisfied with a product, and that is quite frankly very, very embarrassing. And what gets even more embarrassing is the host in this situation, who even after that tries to make the customer feel bad.
And I forgive you.
I think at the end of the day, I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real. And this being real
I've
here.
learned from
Because
mine.
I literally, the thing is the matter of that she is, her business, her livelihood.
I'm just so confused to why anybody thought this would be a good idea. Like, guys, this is just really, really bad. Like, I can't say anything that constructive other than like, my God, why would you think this was possibly a good idea? And did you think this was going to make me buy your radioactive sauce, allegedly? Did you think it was going to make me do that? All this makes me want to do is literally not buy any of your products for the rest. I mean, I was never going to buy any in the first place, but this actually makes me want to petition for your products to be banned. Like, that's how bad this is. I want pink sauce to fail because this is just silly. This whole thing's just a complete utter mess. Like, I don't know why anybody would have thought this would have been a good idea. It's quite obvious that there's a biased perspective coming into this. I mean, literally the entire audience, the host, the main person there, they all were just trying to come for this person. And did they think this would work? That's what I don't get. Why would you post this on the internet? It was obviously going to go horribly wrong, and it clearly did, considering the video has now been deleted and kind of hidden away from social media. But my God, how bad at your jobs do you have to be to think any of this would have been a good idea? This whole situation is genuinely baffling to me because I started this video off in a very jokey manner, but now I actually feel kind of annoyed. Like, seeing Chef P put her hand on this person, it's just unbearable. Like, I never thought that something to do with pink sauce would become so fucking personal and like deep or like actually make me feel annoyed, but it actually has. Like, this interview is genuinely embarrassing and one of the more embarrassing things I've seen from influencers in recent times. Chef P, please, for the love of God, just log off Instagram, log off TikTok, log off Twitter. Just focus on your sauce. Just focus on making your customers actually satisfied rather than trying to publicly embarrass them and rather than exposing yourself every single day, because that's what's happened here. As I mentioned earlier, after this interview, Lure Beauty did go onto another YouTuber's channel, Atozy, for an interview, and in this interview they do actually clarify further about the moment of Chef P grabbing her hand. And did they get an apology? Obviously not. In fact, it's just even worse and exposes Chef P even further.
I have to ask you, what was going through your head when she suddenly grabbed your hand and started patting it, saying that you were not special?
So I thought, honestly, I was going to get an apology, not necessarily an apology for the things that were said, but everyone can admit fault in some kind of way. And that's why I've said on the show, like, I think we're both in the wrong. I think that I could have went about it a different way, and I acknowledge that. And I'm so okay with knowing that I've learned a lesson from this, and I'm taking that as like my positive outcome.
Honestly, lads, I can't lie. She's a better human being than me, because if that was me, I would be absolutely fuming, because Chef P had absolutely no right to do what she did. The whole thing is just a complete utter mess. And honestly, I don't usually say this in like a bitter way, but I hope pink sauce fails massively, and I really hope the FDA actually do come in and they're like, you know what, lads, this shit isn't going out because we do not want an entire nation poisoned with pink sauce. But mainly the issue from this, I think we can all take, is that there is some sick little bastard out there which has stolen mummy and daddy's credit card and gone onto the internet and bought internet pink sauce. I've said this in every single video, but if your child has done that and they're not dead, well, you should just throw them up for adoption or something. No, but maybe not on that end. Just don't give them anything for a while as that pun. No, I don't know. I'm not a parent, but I'm just saying, if I had a son and he was buying internet pink sauce using my credit card, let's just say I'd report him to the police. I said at the beginning, which I've said now 4 times, why do people care? Honestly, I can now see why people care. It's a mess, it's a dumpster fire, and once again, it's another case of an influencer being a dickhead. But yes, my friends, this is the ending of yet again another pink sauce saga. Have you ever tried the pink sauce? If so, please make sure to not subscribe to this YouTube channel. But if you are mentally sane to a certain degree, please click subscribe, because I'd very much welcome your support. But most importantly, if you're only going to subscribe to one channel, go subscribe to my bloody podcast, where we aren't boring and it's actually quite funny. Buddies, it's in the description. Please go and do that. Like this video and also comment beans down below, because this situation is just a complete utter mess, and it's very funny, it's very entertaining, and I am sorry for insulting you all during this video. I'm just feeling a little bit goofy and a little bit gaffy. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. That's the end of the video. Basically, pink sauce, what a surprise. It sucks. Chef P, once again, has been exposed about 1 million times. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video where I will maybe be, a bit more sane. Peace out and have a nice day.